Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time and locations you will be watching this video. Yes, my dear viewers, I am back again with another update. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're missing my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please kindly do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought on the comment section. Let us know what you think about this video, and I will see you towards the end.
In the midst of this morning, let us understand who died. Na Jibril died, Abina Buhari died. In the 4 years, 4 whole years, now they take traumatize us. Jibril versus Buhari. So where Aisha Buhari now, let's see her come and tell her. Be like say, now the only person who tell us the truth when it concerns federal matter. Now Jibril with the man now, Abina Buhari. We don't want a station where tomorrow they'll come and tell us that it is Jibril that died. Buhari is still in London. Let us know. Nothing will pay me past this death. Say, na private us. Do you know the amount of money that has gone down? As a former president, it will still be Nigeria that will be responsible. Or our money where they Buhari hand. Now they take bed. Politicians, yes, share. Make una do well. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, my papa. You have seen it now. Do well. Do well. Infrastructure. Whether na Jibril, Abina Buhari. That is the only question I have in this video. The only president that is doing well is the president that will build infrastructure. The rate at which we travel for medical is too much. We cannot even trust our own medical system. We cannot trust our medical system for anything. Now they carry this man go private. I can imagine the money in pounds. Naira, I can imagine, and I will make sure that I investigate the hospital where this Baba. Let me get the copy of the how much where they spend. What is they want on Louis? They siphon us for this country. According to one former minister, no one mentioned him. He said we are always shouting about what is rot, what is spoiled. That if only we know what is rotten. A old minister now he talking for me. He said he always pity me the way I'm shouting. That if we know what is rotten, then we will know. Hey, Jibril Abina Buhari will die now.
Put it, another struggle to bring Nigerian leadership out of the dark ages into the light. Mr. Baba Ahmed, of course, known to be unapologetically outspoken, and he's come out of the experience of that unique position with both guns blazing. He's written an open letter to President Tinubu calling on him to step aside for a new generation of Nigerians who can carry the country forward with fresh ideas and energy. He said President Tinubu had failed to turn what he called inauguration goodwill into effective leadership, and that the renewed hope agenda was not a coherent plan for governance, but more of a set of campaign promises. And he twisted the knife further, insisting that more than half of President Tinubu's cabinet had no business managing an administration that had the huge task of improving security, livelihoods, and the public trust. He warned that Nigerians across the regions are deeply dissatisfied with the North drifting away from the president under the weight of economic hardship, insecurity, and alienation, the East politically disengaged, the South fragmented, and the Southwest, at best, lukewarm. Ouch. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by Hakeem Baba Ahmed. This is his first television interview, the first he's granted since he resigned as Special Advisor on Political Affairs at the presidency. He was also, of course, the former spokesman of the Northern Elders Forum. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you very much, Charles. It's good to see you. Long time.
Lovely to see you again, and glad that administration. I mean, that sounds pretty strong.
Well, look, it would have been easier if it was just about me. Am I busy? Am I lazy? Am I just going there to the villa to feel good? I have a nice title. I'm advisor to the president. If it was all about me, quite possibly I would have stayed longer. But I felt I could have been a lot more useful to the country and to the administration. I believed also, I don't like for this thing to sound boastful, I believe I had something to offer.
Indeed.
Which was the reason why they asked me to go there. Not to sit idle and to watch a lot of things going wrong. And you don't have an opportunity to fix them. You don't have an opportunity to engage the president, who has all the powers to be engaged. You don't have any channel. I saw the vice president virtually every working day. We talked, we discussed the country. But Nigeria requires a lot more than talking with the vice president.
But did you have an opportunity to meet the president?
No, I didn't.
For your entire time there?
No, I think I met him, I saw him 3 times in the mosque in the villa. And
From a
we
distance?
sort of shook hands.
Right.
No, shake. There's a mosque in the villa, so
Right.
you would see. But I never had a chance to sit down with President Tinubu.
And why do
say
you
to
think
him,
that was the case?
I honestly don't know. I think I think part of the problem is that he never really had time for people like us.
People
I
like
said,
you? I mean, you were a
well,
special advisor.
Yeah. I'm not sure he had time for a lot of the people working for him. You quoted a part of the letter that I wrote to him. I used the language very carefully. Said it was insular, isolated. That's not a lazy, the words you use casually. The president really is genuinely isolated. Whether it's by choice or by circumstances we don't understand, the bottom line is he ought to be available to a lot more of the people that he has trusted, either to run ministries or departments or to advise him. And he isn't. And that's a problem for the country, not so much for him. But it's a lot, because the president of Nigeria is a hugely powerful person, and he
But also
has
there's a lot
massive
of responsibility
on
yeah,
his shoulders.
Absolutely.
So if he's not going to look for solutions to problems from people that he had appointed, there are only 2 options that are left. Is he getting advice from the wrong people, or is he getting no advice at all? And there are other issues that I raised in my letter. I said somehow I just think when I use the word insular, it really was about, when you hear people close to him speak about Nigeria, it's as if we live in 2 different worlds. And that is the most frustrating thing for me. We would leave the villa, we would go home, we would watch read people, and sometimes we would drive around, we go home, we mix with the poor people. We knew how desperate the country is, how desperately life is, difficult life is, the insecurity level, how high it is. People are losing hope, asking what is the value of this democracy. And sometimes they say, what are you doing there? We thought with people like you, we wouldn't be seeing some of these things. At least, are you guys really advising the president about some of these things? And it all amounts to this idea that the president is either not interested in getting advice, or is getting advice from the people that he hasn't appointed officially to give him advice. Either way, when I use those words, insular and isolated, very carefully, because that's exactly how I read it. I believe if President Tinubu was more open to suggestions and advice, and if he has higher quality of people handling sensitive positions for him, and he makes himself available to them, and they talk to him, and he tells them, they tell him what they think, I think the country will be better.
So are you going to join the new coalition that's being talked about?
At this stage, no.